Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today, we're counting down my top 5 players to watch during the Eagles' first preseason game against the New York Jets on Friday. Guys, if you are new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Let's go. All right, coming in number 5 in my rankings, guys, is Britton Covey. While the Eagles' defense has been generally playing better than the offense during training camp, there is one undrafted rookie here who is turning heads and making his case to be an integral part of the final 53-man roster. Covey is making things hard for the Eagles coaching staff, who will have a tough decision at the wide receiver position when it comes to, picking between guys like Jalen Reagor and Greg Ward and Devin Allen or John Hightower. Britton Covey has gotten first-team reps and has also been making very good impressions with the twos during training camp. Britton Covey is an older rookie, but he has managed to pile up 184 receptions at Utah, along with 5 returns for touchdowns. Given how poor the Eagles returning on special teams has been lately, Covey has a real shot to shock a lot of people at Lincoln Financial Field on Friday night. Covey's abilities as a returner and potential in the slot makes him a legitimate option as wide receiver 6, and as of right now, he's looking closer to being in than out when that final roster gets revealed. I think Britton Covey is one of the most intriguing players at training camp right now. Let's move on to my number 4. Coming in number 4 in my rankings is Nakobe Dean. I cannot express how excited I am to see Nakobe Dean in midnight green for the first time on Friday night. Dean was the definition of a traditional linebacker on defense for Georgia in 2021, taking 582 snaps in the box for the national champs. His pressure to the quarterback is excellent, generating 31 of them, which ranked 6th best among linebackers in the nation last year. He truly is that extra blitzer that Jonathan Gannon needs in his multiple defense. He's quick, strong, aggressive. He has a great motor. He has good lateral movement, and he has shown the ability to cover running backs swinging out of the backfield. Dean is a big-time leader who is highly intelligent and was the heart and soul of Georgia's defense. Nakobe Dean has been receiving a hefty amount of reps with the first unit at training camp this summer. It's been a relatively quiet training camp for Nakobe Dean, who really hasn't stood out or had any big moments so far. His lack of ideal size and lack of elite athleticism makes him rely on his instincts and intelligence. In the very near future, Nakobe Dean will be one of the smartest players on the football field. But at this moment, Dean is taking it slow and trying to learn 2 positions simultaneously in a new defensive scheme. I can't wait to see Nakobe Dean on Friday night. Let's move on to my number 3. Coming in number 3 in my rankings is James Bradberry. With some of the man-zone combinations the Eagles used last year, I absolutely love the potential of Bradberry and Slay on the outside. This duo has all the potential to force QBs to hold the ball longer, which in turn will lead to the defensive line getting more pressure and finally getting home in 2022. For me, it seems like every year NFL wide receivers get bigger and get faster. The Eagles secondary allowed the 13th highest opposing completion percentage in NFL history last year. Enter James freaking Bradberry, who has had 39 forced interceptions and incompletions since 2020. That is the highest mark in the NFL. For reference purposes, Trevon Diggs was second with 38. This guy will be an excellent match on the other side of Darius Slay. Bradberry was the 9th highest graded cornerback in zone coverage out of the 72 who played at least 422 snaps last season per Pro Football Focus. Bradberry has plus size of 6'1", and that should allow him to play press coverage against bigger receivers. James Bradberry completely changes the equation for the Eagles defense this season in a big way, and he's had a very good training camp. I cannot wait to see James Bradberry on Friday night. Let's move on to my number 2. My number 2 player to watch this Friday night is Jordan Davis. The Eagles upgraded the defense and then some this offseason, providing defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon with the type of talent and flexibility to make his unit among the best in the league in 2022. The addition of Jordan Davis gives the Eagles a lineman who should thrive as a zero technique and do wonders for the edge rushers. The depth at defensive tackle is arguably one of the Eagles' strongest units right now, and Jordan Davis is going to impact the defense well beyond the surface box scores this season. On Sunday night during a live practice at Lincoln Financial Field, Jordan Davis was seen consistently blowing up offensive linemen deep into the backfield. Great pass rushers usually bring pressure from around the edge, but even the great quarterbacks often know how to move around to avoid it or step up in the pocket and stay clean. However, intense pressure up the middle can create major problems, most notably getting into the grill of opposing quarterbacks and instantly changing the scheme of an offense. Jordan Davis's upside is through the roof. We'll find out soon enough just how much he'll mean to Gannon's 2022 defense. I can't wait to see Jordan Davis against the Jets. Let's move on to my number one.
You grew up right around here. Hometown team you're playing for.
It's amazing, man. I've been excited ever since, I decided that I wanted to come here. And to be honest, it really still hasn't settled in yet.
My number one guy to watch out for is Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick defines himself as a weapon of mass destruction to encompass his all-around ability on defense. Reddick has racked up 23.5 sacks over the last 2 seasons playing for Carolina. The Eagles' defense finished 10th overall in 2021 in total yards allowed, a number that should steadily improve upon thanks to a solid draft and free agency. Haason Reddick is a huge upgrade over Jannard Avery in that overhang role that Gannon used last season. Reddick is one of only 5 NFL players with more than 10 sacks in each of the past 2 years. His quickness can disrupt an opponent's position at the line of scrimmage, and he's got 27 tackles for loss combined in 2020 and 2021. His ability to drop in coverage and play the run makes him one of the most versatile weapons in the NFL. How Jonathan Gannon utilizes Haason Reddick's versatility and knack for getting pressure is going to be the thing to watch. Most notably, I'll be watching just how much Jonathan Gannon uses this guy in coverage. While Haason Reddick can drop back in coverage a little bit, with great power comes great responsibility. Dropping back too much has led Haason Reddick to experience some growing pains that held him back in 3 underwhelming seasons with the Arizona Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon's multiple defense will feature a wide variety of groupings, and that will limit defensive distinctions between the linebacker and edge rushers on this defense. I think that will allow Haason Reddick's versatile skill set to shine. If Reddick gets some early snaps on Friday night, you can surely bet that all eyes will be on this guy and just how much or how Jonathan Gannon utilizes him on this defense. So those are my top 5 players to watch on Friday night against the Jets. Did I miss anybody? Let me know down in that comment section below. Thank you everyone for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crockbot. Stay awesome, everyone.